giving us feedback.
Nice.
And so I guess right now what we're working on is the go-to-market. Really figure out like the best way to reach these
Well, you're
customers.
here. That's
Yeah,
a good step, right?
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So how do you like, what's the differentiator for you guys?
Well, it's the API is one thing. So anybody can access the data. So a lot of these bigger companies like let's say Hexagon or Trimble or Autodesk, they have their own systems for storing and managing the data. But they mostly work in their own ecosystem. So we have to use their set of tools for accessing it. So what we have is a sort of neutral storage and like an open way of accessing the data from any tool. So that's one. And the other way, other differentiator is the move away from the file-based workflows. So we don't really, you don't really work with files anymore. It's a proper database that you can query.
Yeah. Is AI playing a role in what you guys do?
Not a lot
Yeah.
currently, not a lot currently, but we certainly do have some plans on how to
Incorporate that,
leverage
yeah.
leverage AI in our, like, for instance, discovery. How to leverage AI for natural language discovery, for instance. We currently don't have anything in that, but we're working on the foundations.
You said something interesting there on the, people aren't gonna be accessing file. It's not gonna be split on files anymore. It's just like,
Data.
do you see that as a hurdle to get over of a learning curve, or how, because traditionally it's always, okay, what folder is that in? What file is that in? Oh, that's in the other file. Now that's not even a thing. I mean, you don't go to a specific.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But for that, we do support also backlink back to files.
Okay.
So you can also use LumiDB as sort of like a Dropbox. You can download the original files if you want.
So that's taking a step back, right? Like you're kind of.
Well, it's but still, like, sometimes people want to sort of go back to the ground truth.
Okay, yeah.
Like if they want to get the files back, we don't want to stand in the way.
Yeah.
We also want to, be the open alternative that's not
Right.
limiting your access to the data. But really what the files are, in our opinion, is a hurdle in the way. They just make things more complex. So as soon as you start using the visual part of the tool, it should be pretty obvious that you don't really need the files. Because, like, how do you do data discovery in like looking at the list of files?
Right. Yeah. Well, it's got to be a trust thing, especially for surveyors. They always want to know,
Sure.
go back. Okay, no, I have to see what the data is before. I guess it's a trust.
Sure. Yeah.
Where if they're using the visualization tool, they have to know, yes, that's actually pulling from files and data sets that I'm aware,
Yeah. And surveys, that's an interesting group that we'd like to sort of are very used to their current data, right? So
They're
they
not.
are scanning it and then they're handing it off.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so they don't really see the pain in doing data discovery. So they have the list of files. So it's very hard to read for us to reach them currently. So
Interesting.
we would have to build something that they would find useful. Oh,
Sure.
So right now we're focused more on the using side of the
Sure.
sort of ecosystem.
What kind of liability goes along with creating a business like this? Like, what is there any like privacy concerns or anything like that? I mean, what are things you need to take into consideration?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. There is. Usually, especially working in Europe, we have pretty strict privacy legislation here.
Yep.
Right now we are focused on like a private use of the data only. So we don't really have to worry about the public use. So
Okay.
that's
I
perhaps
see.
something that we
Yep.
have to look more deeply down.
Well, I'm sure if you're looking at a municipality that wants to use this,
Yeah.
then it would be somewhat public.
Yes, but right now the current pilots that we have ongoing, it would be their personal use only,
Okay.
and they would be
Oh yeah.
be hosting the data in their own data centers. They wouldn't even be using any public cloud service providers.
Got it.
So it's a somewhat easier
Yeah.
case.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the name of the company again?
LumiDB,
And how do you guys have a website folks can go to or?
lumidb.com.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Anything else you want to get out there before we let you go? Enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, thank you for the podcast. I'm a long time listener.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Really love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you spent a few minutes with us. It's been great.
Yeah, we always like to meet new listeners.
Yeah, for sure. Old listeners. in this
Old
case.
listeners, yes. New to us.
Well, have a great rest.